In this section, these are the products, or these are the products that we'll be selling, and you will realize that there are these particular numbers on every or on most of these products. These are the inventory balances. You can see this one has got 97, this is 97, this is 100, this one 97, 100. Yeah, so these are just inventory balances, because this section must be linked with the inventory, in that when we sell, it auto deducts from the system inventory or from the inventory balance that we have. So the moment you make a sale, let's say if we sell this 7 of this at the moment, when we refresh this page, it will be 90. So it auto deducts from the inventory directly. And then you will also see these numbers down here. These are prices that are set in the system as the marked price or the selling prices for these particular items. And then there are these items that don't have these numbers. Yeah, so let me explain this. These ones, we call them, their quantities not defined. And then the ones with numbers, we call them quantities defined. So quantities defined, to start with, that is for the ones with the numbers, it means that you can be able to count them physically. You can be able to see that we have got, let's say, 70 or 97 Caprice Sweet Red cans on your shelves. At the same time, you can be able to say you have got 97 Coke Zero bottles. Yeah, so it's a physical stock that you can count. And then we have got now these ones without the numbers. These are also physical stock, but then you don't have a specific quantity that you're going to make for a day, or that you have within a day. Let's say a cup of tea. You don't know how many that you're going to make, as much as you may have a rough estimate, but you're not sure how many cups of tea you're going to have in one day, because this is dependent on the customer's order, the customer orders. Of course, we have in store, or we have registered in store, the raw materials that we are going to use to make this particular dish or plate or cup. Yeah, so what we don't know here, that is why the quantity is not defined, is the number that we are going to make in one single day. Of course, you see these numbers, let's say an example of Coke Red, when we sell 97 of them, this number will be 0, and you will not sell it even if you click it. Yeah, but in this particular scenario, since we are not sure how many we are going to make in a single day, we cannot restrict it with a given quantity. So that is why it is open. So people will just sell it as long as it is available in the kitchen. But if it is not available in the kitchen, that is how a restaurant manager or a cashier, given the role, can be able to disable this particular item from being sold. That one is available on this other section here under the items list. Yeah, so we have got a whole video discussion on how to do that. Of course, it is very simple. Yeah, so that is the difference between defined and not defined items in terms of their quantities. If you need more clarification on that, please let us know. We can have a personalized explanation or clarification in line with that. So mostly the kitchen items don't have these numbers or quantities. Things to do with, let's say, a plate of rice, biryani, ugali, things to do with and these are the services like swimming pool. You can also register them here and just sell them just like normal products. Yeah, so that is an explanation of what product looks like in terms of quantities that is predefined and not defined. And then bringing you back to this section, as we had noted or we have seen, these buttons with orange colors, these are categories, item categories. And then you can just use them to filter out these items here. And then you will be able to see turn on happy hour prices. So this is a role. If you don't have a role to do this, you will not be able to see this button here, but it is more to do with giving discounts. Let's say if you have got happy hour arrangement in your restaurant or in your bar to attract more customers at a given date or at particular hours, then you have got this section here. So the moment you turn it on, of course, after setting or configuring happy hour prices, that is done on this section down here under configuration. We have a video on doing that. Then the moment you turn it on, the prices, when it reaches that particular time, it automatically changes to the happy hour. All the prices you see here will automatically change to the happy hour prices without any human intervention. And then when that time elapses, it goes back to its original or normal price. That having been explained, let me explain also some items here. Let's say if we are selling in this case, we do have got this total VAT. And of course, this is calculated based on the configuration or the tax configuration of your items. In the system, you can be able to configure items as VATed or exempted. And you'll be able to see this column here. So you can be able to configure your items as VATed or exempted. And based on that, you'll be able to see their calculations here. And then also hotel levy, which is by default based on the tourism regulations in Kenya, especially, it is 2%, and you will be able to see that calculation here. Yeah, so all the reports for VAT and hotel levy are also available in our accounting section. We do have got that as well explained in another video. And you also will be able to see the total here that the person needs to pay or the customer needs to pay. And then you can also select the counter that the person is seated. And if you'd want to, let's say in a fast food restaurant where customers have to pay first so that the order can be made, then you will simply select here first before you make a sale, through which means is the customer paying. Let's say if it is cash or pay bill, you just simply select there. And then the amount, of course, you will specify if it is 1,800, then you specify if the customer has paid 2,000. Of course, you will be able to see the balance down here, which is 200. And then if it is, if the money is paid through M-Pesa or a KCB or Equity or whichever bank, a PDQ, you will be able to type in your reference code here. And if we do integration with the M-Pesa pay bill or till number, you will not have to do all this because the payment you will be able to simply select this particular payment from the M-Pesa transactions. Yeah, so that is also quite easy to do. We'll be able to show you how that happens. And once you type in your reference code, of course, you will be able to simply go ahead and make a sale. Unless you have got the rights to give discounts, then you will find this particular section or this box here. But if you don't have the rights to give discount, you will not be able to see this. Same way, you will not be able to see this checkbox. That is asking you, is this a complimentary order? Yeah, so if you don't have the rights to complement orders, you will not be able to see this box here. And then also, you should be able to see if you want to apply discount, of course, also if you want to redeem the points. If you don't have this right, you will not be able to do that. But if you want to do it, of course, if it's enabled in the system, then you will simply use this particular section to redeem the customer points. So it means the system comes with a loyalty program that will be beneficial in terms of customer retention. Because the moment we click that, you see it is telling you that the selling store is, of course, this particular selling store. This is the name of our selling store. And then you can be able to type in the customer name or the customer number. Of course, if you are redeeming a point, you're redeeming points of an existing customer. So what you will do is just simply tap or type the customer's phone number, and that would be it. System will just automatically locate that customer. And in this scenario, or in this system, 100 shillings of purchase is equivalent to 1 point. Yeah, so you can be able to also just before you do a redemption of points, just visit customer profile. Let me just do that for you. You just come to customers, and then you check their points here. You will be able to see their points as listed in this section. Yeah. Then once you're sure of how much or how many you want to redeem, then you can just come on this other side and do your redemption of those points. Yeah, so with that, I just simply go ahead and sell. So that is as simple as that. Then one last thing in this section that I also would want to explain to you is that we do have got also open sales. in an ideal restaurant situation, a customer comes in, orders a meal before paying, and then of course after eating, then pays based on the bill balance, all the amount that he's supposed to pay as written in the bill, as accurately written or captured in the bill. So in a scenario like in our first sale that we made, we sold without specifying the payment mode. And of course, selling in an ideal situation, in an ideal restaurant situation, or a restaurant setup, once I've selected my items here in this case, and then let me just change that to true, then I would simply select table, it is this one, and then I simply make a sale. As simple as that. That is how to sell. Then, of course, you will see that the amount paying here is 0. It means that what I'm going to sell, or the receipt that is going to come out, or the bill that is going to come out, will be written invoice. And in the system, we mark that as open sale. So all the open sales that have not been cleared will be found here under the open sale. And in this, at this point, we do have got 5 of them. So you will see all of them in this section. And if, let's say, a customer is taking his meal, and let's say he has ordered for an extra item, I don't come and make a fresh bill. I just simply come and locate that customer's bill. Let's say if it is this 2,500. Of course, just as I mentioned before, every bill has got a unique code. And in this one, you just simply select, you just simply check if this code relates or is the same as the one that is written on the customer bill. Yeah, so it means that if a customer has requested for additional food, just simply pick the invoice or the bill that you had issued and come here and counter check the customer's bill, which one it is among these ones. And of course, you can also just see, you can also just check within on the amount column if it resonates to the one, to the receipt that you're holding, or to the invoice bill that you're holding in your hands. At the same time, you can just simply type the last 3 digits of that particular bill code. So let's say it is this is the bill. I'll just type it there under C. It is 2,500. So what I simply do is I come here and do what we call edit. So editing doesn't mean that you will remove what you had placed earlier. You cannot do that. So what you simply do here is you come and just add the item that you want to add in that particular bill. So as simple as that, then you simply go ahead and update. Yeah, the moment we update, you will be able to see our new bill, and of course with the new items that we have just added. Yeah, then we just print this out and take to the customer. So basically that is it. And of course, just see down here, you will see it's giving you reprint. Reprint means that this particular bill has been reprinted. You will see the particulars just as we had seen earlier, the particulars of this particular bill, and that would be enough for that section.